A cut motion. I would like to speak on demand number 33, that's revenue. I welcome and applaud the decision of the Honorable Revenue Minister for finally amending the Land Revenue Code to regularize unauthorized construction of, of houses on government land, including our long pending Alvara land requirements and up to 400 square meters. That will cause a lot of relief to a lot of our thousands of applicants. Thank you, sir. I also take this opportunity to appreciate the efforts of Honorable Minister for simplifying the process for repairs, renovation and reconstruction of houses. Poili tanka conversion sanad lagtali, but now with Deputy Collector can issue a settlement land certificate, and with Panchayat and municipality is needed to just verify and certify the legal structures. So this is helping a lot of people. Alvarache landache uleta asthana, we have lot of pending applicants, over 1,000 applicants which are still pending for regularization of their land. And I've been taking up this issue since the last 3 years. And the land issue is pending only because of title documents, because of succession deed. Because they are asking for birth certificate, marriage certificate, and people residing there in our village areas, nobody has marriage and death certificate, and it's pending for the last so many generations. I request the Honorable Minister, if simplification of this procedure and documentation is very much needed, where documentary evidence are not available, if oral evidence that are available may be considered by constituting a committee. Parat kiryak who are living on Alvara land, so tanka even just basic, even to take bank loans is not possible. Restrictions on sale and transfer, forget. But even just to construct a new house, bank loan is not possible. So a simplification of the procedure would be much appreciated in this. And to reopen the window for submission of applications, that is also part of the new revenue code. Thank you very much. Because the submission process had stopped since 2020. Now you will be reopening the window. So that will be, that's a huge relief for our people from Sattari. And the same thing is for people living on encroached lands. Some parts of our Sattari Taluka, there are a lot of people besides Alvara, they are actually there for generations. So actually they are called encroachers, but they are actually, they are traditional dwellers who are there for so many years now. When they are going to regularize their rate, the rate which is the applicant is expected to pay is 5% of the existing market value. So when you go to regularize their encroached land, they are expected to pay the market value and the penalty 5 times the market rate, which is exorbitant and not affordable by our people. So, so people who are living there before 1972 or before 2014, if the fees which are collected or which are levied to the people, if you do it, the rates which were there in 1972, if those rates are applied to them, that will be a huge relief for us. Because right now they have to pay market exorbitant rates.
So now rates will be changed.
So the now rates
old rates
will be good. Thank you so much, because this was the main issue for us, for our people from Sattari, and this is a huge relief for us. When I'm talking on demand number 72 on waste management, science and technology, it's one portfolio. I appreciate the decision of the Honorable Minister and the Goa Waste Management Corporation to engage reputed and experienced agencies specialized in door-to-door waste collection for effective sanitation and waste handling in our villages. But it's important that the Panchayat, they are managing their garbage very effectively, and a proper waste management at the Panchayat level will prevent littering and open dumping of waste. But Kirezala, because of lack of funds, they are collecting a tax from the locals, but that is not enough for the panchayats to run the waste management thing, nor can they get empanel the agencies that you have empaneled with you at panchayat level. So they are using local daily wage workers and using their local vehicles to collect the garbage. And I should say most of my, out of the 8 panchayats, I can say at least 5 of the panchayats are doing a very good job about maintaining the places clean. But I would like to mention that in one panchayat, Pariya Panchayat, there are a couple of these black spots, like close to the gym area near Zarivada, you know. I'll tell you the exact spots, which is they are coming and dumping. We have put CCTV cameras. The hooligans are breaking the cameras. We have put lights, high mass, everything. But I don't know when, because my panchayat, that wall borders Mr. Premen Sheth's constituency, Karapur. So there's a lot of dumping happening in that area, close to the gym area. And nobody knows what happens. So, and there's in his area also, at Karapur and my area, there's a lot of these black spots where people are just coming and dumping. I would like your department to... I'll just give the details where you can instruct your officers to just see, put some mechanism in order. We put CCTV cameras also, but, and if our panchayats, economically weak panchayats, could be helped by your department to some funding for garbage management, because they are actually doing a very, very good job. Especially my Maushi Panchayat is doing a fantastic job. So if, because as it is, we are not getting GI funds. So, you know, managing panchayat at the panchayat level by the punch members is becoming very difficult, because there are no GI funds and no funds coming for garbage collection also. So if your department could help them, handhold them for some time at least, till our economically weaker panchayats become Swayambhur on their own. So that will take them a long way. Thank you. I would like to appreciate, just 2 minutes, appreciate the efforts of the Honorable Minister for Science and Technology, the Nodal Officer Mr. Deepak Parab and his entire team at the Department of Science and Technology for processing the registration of GI indications in Goa. It's important to highlight that the GI tag for Goa Kaju was registered in 2020, and GI tag cashew nuts are still not, they have still not, the Goa Kaju has still not got the GI tag. If your department could just fast track the process. So this is going to help our local Kaju processors and the local farmers get the GI tag and, you know, get the rate that they deserve at the local and the international and national markets. Because it's very important that our local Goan GI tag products in synergy with the Department of Science and Technology and key industry stakeholders. It's very important that a board is constituted for the promotion and to show how important the GI tag is, especially for our cashew nuts, because we have seen the amount of spurious cashew that is there in Goa. So if this GI tag is given immediately to our cashew nuts of the cashew industry. The Feni has got its GI tag, but the cashew nut has still not got. Though the Chennai board has passed it, but there is some issue here at the Goa, which that's the reason the Goa board has still not given the GI tag to the cashew. So hopefully your department can fast track this matter. Thank you, Speaker.
Praveen Alekar.